Alla Alexandrovna Hilmanovich. After the performance of the Savior Fund on Orthodox exhibition Pokrovsky Kirmash in October 2010, this lady asked us for help. She told us that her granddaughter Alexandra has infantile cerebral paralysis. Her daughter Olga is in despair. The prices are constantly rising, and they don't have enough money even for life, not to mention vitamins, medicines and treatment. God sees everything, and God knows, but I take this cross and I try to help as much as I can. ICP. Everybody knows the meaning of these letters. Infantile cerebral paralysis. In other words, this is a group of disorders of motor functions of the brain, appeared as a result of some injuries of it during infancy. A child can't move, talk, can't take care of himself and has a lot of comorbidities. And the number of children in the world with this diagnosis has not diminished. Here are some figures that I managed to know in a conversation with former chief pediatric neurologist of the Ministry of Health of our country, Georgy Shenko. He compared the statistics of 1971 and 1997. In 1971, there were 2,334 children with infantile cerebral paralysis. In 1997, 4,886. Nowadays, the situation is more or less stable, and such a sharp increase isn't observed. For example, in 2009, 4,598 children with cerebral paralysis were registered, and Sasha is one of them. One of the children who constantly needs help. Sasha will have a birthday soon. She will turn 9 years old. There won't be a big celebration, but nevertheless we came to congratulate our new ward. Girl's mom, Olga, worried a lot while waiting for the guests. In the morning she dressed her daughter in a neat dress, decorated the room with balloons and flags of the Savior Fund, and baked a bunch of pancakes. There was a pancake week. The family loves this holiday very much. Rosy pancakes resemble a warm sun, which is so eager after a cold winter.
Сашулька, посмотри, что это? Бабушка даст сейчас игрушку. Ну не бойся, Сашенька. Головку поднимай, что ты там вытираешься? А не надо, может, я вот так вот завяжу.
When we already were put in the hospital to give birth, doctors stimulated parturition. It was done for me to give birth quicker. I was given injections for a week, then a dropper, and when amniotic fluid has moved away, the water turned out to be green. Doctors said that it's very bad and made me an unscheduled cesarean section. Well, when Sasha was born, I asked what's going on with the baby, and they said that everything is okay, just girl was a little bit blue. I was discharged as usual, which means in 10 days, and everything was alright. And then when we went to a neurologist during the first few months, she also said that the baby is healthy. But Olga noticed that there was something wrong with her daughter. She moved few, overturned with difficulties, hardly held her head. They started turning to doctors, and everywhere they were said, "You have a healthy baby," until one day Olga with the girl didn't get to hospital. We were made a diagnosis in a year. The diagnosis was infantile cerebral paralysis. Of course, it was hard, it was a terrible shock at once. We took treatment, made a massage, and went to hospitals to neurologist. We also made acupuncture and underwent cure in Volodarskaya Street until convulsions didn't start. And then when they started, we didn't have time for treatment. Massage is forbidden, everything is forbidden. Practically nothing is allowed when you have convulsions. It's impossible to distinguish one of the reasons of origination of infantile cerebral paralysis. Usually several unfavorable factors take place either during pregnancy or while giving birth. Mostly the origin of the illness takes place during the prenatal development of a child, when a brain is forming. Lack of oxygen, toxicosis, abnormalities of blood circulation, infections, sharp or chronic mother's diseases are risk factors. When she fell ill, when the diagnosis was made, we paid for everything. We wasted so much money. We thought and hoped that it will somehow help. She took her to one professor. She's an African. We applied leeches. This African told us, the girl has oxygen starvation of brain. But I can't understand why this oxygen starvation took place. As the Minister of Health says, sick children undergo great care in Belarus. Reconditioning centers are built, foreign methodologies are learned, necessary medications are given for free. Yes, I'm given disability pension and also for taking care of an invalid. This is as if I have 2 pensions. And is it enough? Enough? No, it isn't. In total, it's 1 gratuity. It's becoming a little bit more now. 1 gratuity is $100, and the second is about $70. You pay for apartment, for anything else, and you don't have this money anymore. And what does Sasha need? Sasha needs a lot. If there are some good medicaments, there are no prescriptions for free. I mean prescriptions for really good drugs. There are good medicaments abroad, but who will give them to us? There is no possibility for this. When I went to the chief neurologist, I heard that there is cerebral in Germany, but we can't buy it there. And he said also that even if you get the pills, you will have to give them regularly until the convulsions stop. And doctors should keep eyes on you, because convulsions are a serious problem and there can be unpredictable result. I see you have a book of Glenn Doman. I know there is a University of Glenn Doman in the USA. Yes, I also heard about this university. Some surveys and treatments are made there. But we can't afford this because we don't have enough money. There are also good hospitals in Germany where surveys of head take place. They just detect the area where convulsions start, then make operation and remove it. But for all this we need money we don't have as well. Now the reason for what has happened is not important for Olga. She humbly and without any grumbling takes her cross and thanks God for the entrusted child. I didn't have thoughts to refuse. Sometimes you think why it happened and why it happened to me. Sometimes it's very offensive when you go with the child in a chair in the street and some people say, "Wow, she's so big and still in a chair." It hurts me to tears sometimes. So we struggle like this. It's difficult, but what can I do? If you have the possibility to return into the past, would you do abortion? You know, I don't know how about the past. Probably I won't. because I even don't know what will happen if she doesn't exist. I love this child so much. We hope for the better.
Спят усталые игрушки, книжки спят, одеяло и подушки ждут ребят. Скажем всем спокойной ночи, за день мы устали очень, глазки закрываем.